we got some big news that we got to cover out of the 2026 cycle. That is quarterback Brady Smeagol, the number 6 ranked quarterback in the entire class, number 48 overall, so top 50 player, announced his decommitment from Florida State. He had been pledged to the Seminoles since June 22nd, but he is now back on the market. Steve, you spoke to his father last night. What do you think spurned this decommitment? Why now, and what's next for Brady Smeagol?
Well, he had a fantastic junior season, and that has re-energized interest from a lot of programs on the trail. You know, his dad said as much: 60 total touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, 11 rushing scores. Mr. California, Chip Kelly from Ohio State comes in home. He took some visits during the season with some of his teammates too. Washington, UCLA, some of those places that he got out to. So you got several programs that are in the mix, and I think he's ready to go through his process again and see what's best for him. Michigan State, Ohio State, the Gamecocks, Bruins, Huskies, some of those programs that are in there for Brady Smeagol.
All right, so we'll redirect this and talk about what's next for Florida State. You know, they thought they had their elite blue chip signal caller. Now they're back to the drawing board. And I got 3 names for you. Interesting offer just yesterday to 4-star quarterback Bo Bentley. The Seminoles also recently offered Keyshawn Henderson, a name that we've been talking about here on the Wilt Fong Whip Round. And they're also involved in Landon Duckworth's recruitment. So do you think that FSU is in these recruitments? Do they have a shot at landing one of the 3 guys I talked about? Or do you think they need to expand their board and offer more?
Well, all infancy stages with all those guys, right? I mean, Bo Bentley, Oklahoma just offered him. He's going to be at Oklahoma this weekend. He was just at Texas Tech. Those are a couple programs that are doing a good job recruiting Bo Bentley. Landon Duckworth, he at one point looked like he was trending towards UCF. He's a former South Carolina commit. Auburn's in there for Landon Duckworth, but Florida State will get a chance to swing their sword and see where they stand. And then Keyshawn Henderson, he's committed to Houston. Coach Willie Fritz and his staff were the first to see it with him as a quarterback, while a lot of people were recruiting him as a receiver athlete. Now everybody's recruiting him as a quarterback. He was fantastic at the Navy All-America Bowl. He lit it up at the Battle South Florida 7-on-7, and he had an outstanding junior season under center. But he's locked in with local Houston. Schools like Auburn, LSU, also in the mix for Keyshawn Henderson. So we'll see what happens with him. No visit plans. But Florida State, obviously, they were prepared for Smeagol to decommit with how quickly they got some new offers out. Florida State, they're trending for a running back commit right now too, Josh. On 300 recruit Amari Clemens.
He just committed as we're taping this.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a big pickup for the Noles. I'll have to retweet it, but I had a story ready for Amari Clemens, 4-star recruit out of Mariana High School, 5'10", 180 pounds. He adds to a class that was previously ranked number 10. He chose Florida State over Auburn, Florida, Miami, Louisville, Ole Miss, Illinois, South Carolina, NC State. And he is a touchdown waiting to happen. He averaged over 12 yards a carry as a junior, rushed for 1,880 yards and 34 total touchdowns, emerged as a sophomore with 22 rushing scores, 3 receiving scores, 2 kickoff returns for score. He puts the ball in the end zone in a variety of ways. So Florida State, they are off and running in the 2026 class.